Everyone, welcome back to my channel. How we all doing? Thank you for the new subscribers. Here we are family, we discuss legal matter and we discuss personal life experience. But today we'll be discussing about Tier 4 visa, student visa UK, the requirements, the documents, the application. Stay tuned, so when we come back we'll explore. This is my disclaimer. The information I'm about to share is based on research. It doesn't serve as legal advice. If you need more advice, please contact your legal advisor or immigration officer, or you can do your own research. Let's get into the video. So today we're discussing about Tier 4 visa, which is the student visa. Who is eligible for a student visa? So first of all, you have to be over the age of 16 years old to be able to be eligible to make an application for a student visa. And also there are required documents that you have to provide to be able to make the application. Now you need what is called CAS. You need to show financial statement. You need to show you have a knowledge of English language. You need to show health insurance, which is the IHS. You also need to show a TB test certificate. So I'm going to break it down one by one, how to go about it and what you need to do before making an application for a Tier 4 visa. So first of all, let's go down to the documents that you require. So you need to apply into a school or university that you want to study. That's the first step first. So you need to find a school. You make an application to the school. The school will give you a reference number, a unique reference number, which is called CAS. CAS simply means confirmation of acceptance of study. You need that to be able to apply for visa, because with your CAS certificate, that's what you're going to fill in the form, in the Tier 4 form. Without the CAS certificate, then you won't be able to do it, because that shows the proof that you've actually applied to study in the UK. Then let's go into the next step. The next step is you have to show proof of financial documents, which is the main core. If you do not prove it that you're able to sponsor yourself, then you won't be eligible for this visa. First of all, you need to prove that you are able to sponsor yourself the next 1 year, the next academic year. So your first year in school here, you have to show or prove that you'll be able to sponsor yourself. So you have to have, there's an amount of money that the Home Office have made available that you need to have to be able to make this application. So you need to show the fact that you can sponsor yourself your first year being in the UK whilst you're studying, because you're only allowed to work 20 hours, apart from the exceptional courses that they've lifted the ban of 20 hours if you're working on the NHS or you're into medical field. But apart from every other areas, then you work maximum of 20 hours. So for you to be able to show that you're financially buoyant to be able to sponsor yourself for 1 good year, the amount you have to have in your account to be able to make this application. So the Home Office said you have to have, if you're going to be living in London, then you have to have 12,600 and something pounds in your account, equivalent to your local currency, depending on where you're making the application from. So if you're making the application from Nigeria, for instance, you have to do the exchange rates to know what 12,000 pounds would be in Naira. You have to have it in your account for minimum of 28 days without moving the money. Even after paying part of your school fees, you have to have this amount, because what they said is, if you're going to be living in London, you have to have minimum of £1,023 every month. That covers your feeding, your transportation, and your accommodation. With this, you'll be able to pay your bills without being stranded or trying to seek for public fund. So this is why they want that money in your account, to show that you are able to sponsor yourself. Also, you don't just sponsor yourself. You can get somebody to sponsor you. Your mom can sponsor you, your dad can sponsor you. And it doesn't matter. You can have 2 different accounts to prove that you will be able to sponsor yourself, or to prove that somebody else will be able to sponsor you. For instance, your mom can pull out her own account, your dad can pull out his own account, then you can add it together to make application for your child. So you say it's not necessarily that the child or the person have to sponsor themselves. If you have a sponsor, that would be great. Then if you have a scholarship, let's say an organization is the one sponsoring you to study abroad or study in the UK, then they have to prove that they exist. The next step is the scholarship finances. So if you're being granted scholarship to come and study, they have to show a legal document showing that you've been granted a scholarship to come and study abroad. They have to show their bank statements, they have to show their financial capability to be able to sponsor you. So, and they have to have a certain amount of money in their account to show that they are okay to be able to sponsor you to study here. So we'll go to the next one, which is academic result certificate. So you need this, which you will always have initially prior to the application, because obviously you've done a degree, you want to come and study for your master's, or you want to come and do a second degree, or you're even trying to have your first degree. You must have gone through like WAEC, you must have gone through A-level, you must have gone through college, you must have done some, in Nigeria there's something called HND, OND. So you must have gotten a form of qualification prior to this. So with that, you can use the certificate to be able to apply for your course you want to do in the UK. So the next thing you need to have, you have to have a tuberculosis certificate. So, and it's not for all the countries, it's mainly for a certain number of countries. I'll put a link below to show the countries that requires TB certificates to be able to make the application for a Tier 4 visa. It's very, very important. If you don't have it, it's a no-no. Then the next thing we need is a visa application form. When you've gotten your CAS, you've put your bank statement together, so you have your certificates, then the next thing to do is to get an application form, which is a Tier 4 form, visa form, which you will use to apply for the visa to study in the UK. It's not just getting an offer of a place to study in the uni, but it all comes together. So you have to get an offer, then you use the offer, the CAS certificate, to make an application to the Home Office for a student visa. So there are 2 steps. The first step is the application to get a place to study, and the second step is about the getting of the visa. Then the next thing you have to have is the English test. So you have to have a knowledge of English language. If you've had a degree before, obviously you've done your WAEC, so that's acceptable. But this should be on your CAS certificate, because for you to be able to make an application to study, the school must have done their check, they must have done the clearance, they must have checked if your chosen course, you have English, maths, and other qualifications to be able to make an application to study. So if CAS have cleared you and given you a certificate, so it's acceptable by the Home Office for the Tier 4 visa. So if you don't have English language, you have to do an English language test to be able to make the application for Tier 4. And you don't just have any English language test anywhere. It has to be an agency that the Home Office have assigned to do these tests. So in different countries, they have different locations, they have different centers to get this test done. So if you don't have English language certificate, you're going to have to do it. And again, you need medical insurance. It's called the IHS. You need this insurance, you need to pay for it. Sometimes some people can find it very expensive. it's usually like £470 per year. So if you're studying in the UK for 3 years, you're going to have to pay times 3 of that amount. So I know this one is a bit more on the high side, but it's a medical insurance. So obviously it will be expensive just in case anything happens. You have to be looked after, so you have to pay for this. So the visa fee is £363. It's not that expensive. The main thing is for you to be able to pay your school fees. And if you're able to pay your school fees, then that's it. Paying for the visa fee is not that much. It's £363. So it isn't that much. If you need more information, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I can share more information below. I'll send some link below this video. So if you need more information, you can access it through the links. I'll put the requirements, the tier 4 visa requirements under this link. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you again in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Could you please subscribe as I'm talking to you? Subscribe, share, like, and whenever I upload a video, you'll be first to be notified. Thank you so much, and God bless. Bye.